Welcome back to Charlie's Mailbox, where I answer actual questions from actual people in my inbox. This week's question is, how do I use templates in WeVideo? And this is from a teacher who's producing a series of videos where the content will change, but the overall structure of the videos remains the same. And honestly, it got me thinking about my own Charlie's Mailbox videos, like the one you're watching right now. And I have not used templates for that, and it occurred to me, well, I really should be doing that. So this is going to be somewhat meta. Let's just jump right in. As you can see, I've logged into WeVideo, and this is the home screen that you get to when you go to create videos. And typically, what you do is you just jump right in and you click on Create and you get going. But if you'll notice something, down here, there is this thing called Templates. And if you click on it, you are given a whole wide variety of templates that have already been created. And these are universal from WeVideo. And you also will notice there's a tab called My Organization. And you can see that there are some templates that have been created within CVSD. For example, here's the Charlotte Central School newscast template for when they're creating newscasts. Here's a graduation template, etc. So I'm going to go back to the generic WeVideo ones and just show you what this looks like. So for example, and I should be honest, I had a hard time finding one that I really liked, that I could see using, so just caveat emptor on that. But here's the scientific method 6 through 12, and just to give you an example, if I open that template, what it does is it starts a new project for me. So I can come in here and I can rename the project, right? So maybe instead I want to call it my lab or whatever. So just to be clear, it's now my project, it's not the template anymore. And as you can see down on the timeline here, there's already a lot of structure that has been created. And so if I just click play on this thing so you can see it. So I think you get the idea. You would replace the text with the appropriate text. And obviously you would swap out the images for the actual lab that you are doing. But the point is, you wouldn't have to recreate the title slide each time other than changing the content of the slide. And this would give you a consistent set of content that you could work with. Delete what you need to delete, add the things you need to add, etc. So that's the idea of using a template. And notice when I close this project, now if I look underneath my projects, I have one called My Lab. Here's another one called Scientific Method where I never changed the name. But these are now my projects. These are no longer within the templates. Let's take a look now at how to create a template. So you'll notice on the home screen here, it now says start with a template. I think that might be new, or perhaps I just never noticed that because I always go right to create up here. But in any case, here are my recent projects. If I use the menu here to go to all of my projects, here is my Charlie's Mailbox. And my last one was on how do I use securely. I'm going to go ahead and click edit here. And let me actually zoom in a little bit so you can see it better. So my Charlie's Mailboxes tend to have the same format. They open up with this little opening animation, and there's some music with it. Then I come on and I start talking, and then there's an overlay for what the particular topic is, and then I talk about it, and I show things on the screen, etc. Well, really what's going to change from week to week is this part right here, me talking. So I'm just going to delete that from this project. I'm going to keep the intro. I'm going to keep the overlay. And then at the very end here, there's going to be an outro, a little piece at the end. It's there somewhere, where I have a little screen for closing the video. And that's what I want to be my template. Every week I just want to be able to go in here and I'll just put the new content in the middle, so to speak. And it's as simple as coming up to the hamburger menu, these 3 lines here, and choosing Convert to Template. That's it. Now I'm not going to actually do it because I already have done it. So let me show you what that looks like. If I come back to the WeVideo icon to get back to this screen, and I come down to Templates, and I switch from WeVideo to My Organization, there is that template. Oh, I forgot to say, you do have to click to make it a live template instead of a draft template, so it's available. And be aware that you are making it a template for the entire organization. So theoretically, somebody could go in and use your template. So if that's an issue, well then, don't make a template, obviously. But if I just come in now and I just click this template, here we go. I have a new project. It has the intro ready to go. It has everything I need, and I can just start adding the content I want for the next week. So I hope you find that helpful. As always, happy to help one-on-one. Thanks for watching, and keep those questions coming.